Let me go back to Bangkok. My eyes need some candy, okay? Bangkok is like, there's just this energy that Bangkok has. Yeah, doing my thing. There's like a lot of debauchery. The smart women shouldn't be talking. Oh no. We shouldn't be doing that. It was giving dead. I'm not judging. I'm not claiming to be anybody's angel. Sometimes I do miss it. I'm so excited. Can I admit something to you? I love this time. I am back and it feels... That doesn't need an explanation at all. So I'm better and I respect that. It's been a while since we've had a little unfiltered, unscripted chat, right? Let's talk. I'm actually gonna make some tea. So I feel like getting into a couple things with you. Hey, just interrupting really quick. This is Editing Chloe. I am here to let you know, if you don't follow me on Instagram and you haven't checked your email, private one-on-one Zoom sessions are now available to schedule with me. Yes, Mondays and Tuesdays Bangkok time. I think for you guys in the States, it's going to be Sundays and Mondays. But I also broke this up to give you morning time blocks and evening time blocks. This is for everyone who's been reaching out with questions and I haven't quite had the time to, get back to you. This is also for those who just want one-on-one private time with me, undivided attention. It's open and available for you to schedule now. So I'm probably going to put, you know how I am with the QR codes. I'm going to put a QR code somewhere right here on the screen. But if you can't scan that, you know my website. It's misschloesway.com. Go ahead and schedule your private session right now. So I am on my way back to Bangkok tomorrow. It's been a few months since I've left. Oh, if you're really new here, I left Bangkok not too long ago. I've been doing, some Bangkok content, but I left not too long ago. And it's so ironic because one of the reasons that I left was because of the noise from the city. And I come here and there's construction on a building right across the street, and then there's construction in the back of the building. Today it's not that bad, which is good because I cannot stand construction noise or just noise, period. Oh, this is dandelion root tea, if you're wondering, for like other tea drinkers. But yeah, I'm going back to Bangkok. I'm so excited. Look, here's the thing. It's rainy season, which I don't know if you can tell. Can you see the sky? Right? Yeah, you can see a little bit. Yeah, it's rainy season right now. So it's been like doom and gloom, dreary and gray here for the past 2 weeks straight. No lie, no joke, literally. And I know Bangkok is going to be the same, but I kind of feel, here's the thing. I left Bangkok, but I feel like Bangkok is like, I think I have like a love-hate with Bangkok, It's really like a love-hate. Like, I love the city. I love the vibrancy. I love the conveniences. I love that they have taken like I talked about in my videos before previously, if you watched them, but I love that they have taken real thought and consideration to implement some Western customs that we're used to make us a little bit more comfortable. I do love that, but at the same time, still keeping in like Thai tradition. In the same breath, it's like, ugh. There's like a lot of debauchery. It's just, there's like a lot of debauchery there, you know? So it's like, I feel like I have to take Bangkok in like spurts, you know? Like I'll go for like a couple months and then, okay, it's time for me to reset in a place that's like, you know, a little bit opposite from that. So I think that's kind of my plan right now, which is interesting because initially when I moved to, before I moved to Bangkok, I was like, okay, I'm going to stay there for at least a year. That's kind of like my rhythm in life. I move somewhere, I stay there for at least a year. And so I thought, well, I'll stay in Bangkok for a year. I'll go to, you know, Thai language classes, do my year of school, and then I'll decide if I want to stay or go somewhere else. And for a few reasons, I had to leave. I had to leave. I had to get out of Bangkok, you know, at least for a little bit. And it served me well. I'm really glad that I left. And so now it's like, I've been itching to come back, you know, and I am. I'm going back tomorrow. Today is like my last full day. I leave to go back tomorrow night. And I'm excited. I just need it back in my life, at least for right now. Oh, you know, dandelion root tea is like a really, it has a really like hearty, like robust flavor, but it's just so good. One thing I wanted to talk about today was something that I have picked up on, something that I've noticed since being here in Asia slash Southeast Asia. Before moving here, you know, I mean, there's a lot of research you can do, but you're not going to know every single thing before you do something big, right? Like back when I joined the army, oh my God, social media was not what it is today at all. Like I tried to look up, you know, what it was going to be like. Nothing. I couldn't find anything. You know, that was an experience. That was a life-changing experience that I went in completely blind. I didn't know what was going to happen. I usually like to plan things out, you know, step by step, ABC, 1, 2, 3. I know, okay, when I get there, it's going to be like this, and this is going to happen. This is who I'm going to talk to. This is where I'm going to stay at, blah, 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 because I don't like things being sprung up on me. You know what I mean? Unless it's a nice surprise that is planned out for me. But if I'm the one, you know, handling everything, then yeah, we need some plans. So, you know, I did a lot of research prior to coming here, but you cannot research every single thing, every single aspect of, you know, moving abroad. You're going to have to experience it. And one of the things that I'm learning that I just failed to, you know, research thoroughly is race relations. I thought that the problems that America had with race relations, you know, like the way that different races interact with each other, the stereotypes and the way that people treat each other based on those stereotypes. I will tell you, I was a little ignorant. I assumed that Asia just wasn't like that. I assumed that it wasn't like that. I assumed that I was getting away from that, or at least it wasn't as prevalent. Now, I will say, there are some differences. There's no strange fruit incidences, as far as I know of. There's no pow pow incidences, as far as I know, right, because of race. But the way that it's shown here is similar to the States, and it just makes me so, it's just so sad to see. So it's the way that I understand it. I always invite Asians and or Thai people to comment under my videos to correct me if I am wrong. But the way that I understand it, Southeast Asians are treated like how, or seen like how Black people are seen in the United States as the others, as less than. And from the way that I understand it, is based on skin color, melanin. Melanin. Apparently, Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans are the real Asians, and all the others, right? Indians, Taiwanese, Thai, Laotian, Malay, all the other Asians are jungle Asians, from what I have heard and seen, or people chattering online. And also, before I came to Southeast Asia, I had an immense amount of respect for Thai people and their country, you know, and I still do. That hasn't changed. But from my research, as if I remember correctly, Thailand has never been subject to colonialism. Colonialism. Thailand's never been under the rule or under the thumb of anyone else. Thailand's been a sovereign country, right? And I respect that 100%, that you have held on to your roots, you've held on to your country, you've held on to your culture, and you have not let anyone come and steal, kill, rape, destroy anything, right? This has always been yours. I love that for them. I love that for them. In the same breath, the way that their issues show up, the Asian issues show up, is so prevalent just walking around. The ads, right? The people in the ads, the products in the stores, not even just ads, in real life when you walk around and see people. It is very normal. And I thought that, I really thought that Africans and African descendants were the only ones who dealt with this aspect. But it is not unusual to see and buy whitening products. They're everywhere. Whitening agents are built into the soaps. They're built into the lotions. They're built into the sunscreens. You know, their skin products are built with whitening agents. Not all of them, but a good amount of their products are built with whitening agents. You know, the whitening soaps, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And I remember I went to immigration one day, and this lady, like, I was telling my sister about this morning. No lie, like it scared me. This lady who was working at immigration, I think she was like security or something. You can see, like, you know, a security outfit, the pants with the button-down shirt. So her body is covered, and you can see her hands, you can see her neck. Hands and neck, same as me. But her face, you know, when when people use a foundation that is lighter than their actual skin color, lighter than what they actually need, and it makes their face start to look like very gray and ghostly and, you know, dead. It was giving dead, the face giving dead. And she had like bright red lipstick, and it wasn't good foundation because it was creasing and cracking, and the way it like when I walked up and I saw this lady, I almost jumped back because it was so scary. Just so sad to see that a sovereign nation that has never dealt with colonialism from a white nation is still plagued with this idea of whiteness being better. Oh my God, but the thing is, from what I understand, it's different than the States. Here in Asia, it seems to be based in like a caste system, you know, like classism. You know, I think I'm better than you because my skin is lighter than you. And because your skin is darker, that means that you and your people are used to working out in the fields. So I'm better. Oh my God. It's just a sad, sad way of thinking. You know, you don't have any pride in yourself. You know, you look down on other people or yourself. And I just don't understand how you can look at skin that has been blessed to be kissed by the sun and think that that is less than. Ooh. Oh. Sad, sad world we live in. But, you know, I can't talk about Southeast Asia, Asia, or any other country when it comes to this because I think America does have, you know, a huge problem with this. But as I sit here and I think and I experience and I have time to myself here and I'm learning more about the people that I'm around in the countries that I'm visiting, although America has its problems, right? And we know this. I just did a video a few weeks ago about how to leave America because everything that's going on. And actually, it's funny that I'm saying that because I know my schedule and when I'm going to post this. And by the time you guys see this, that video will have been out for like 3 weeks to a month already. I'm very well aware of the problems America has. So it's kind of like, can I really point a finger at anybody else when my own country is going through X, Y, and Z, you know? And when I first left America, I remember I was in Bangkok still, and I was on the elevator going down from my condo to leave to go somewhere. I don't remember, but there was a European man in the elevator with some girl, and I guess he could pick up on the fact that I'm American, and we're going down in the elevator, and people are so funny, like the way that. I'll say human nature is funny. It's interesting to me to see people act out because it's like, it's not personal. It's not about me. It's really about you. You know, the way that you act, the way that you behave. And it's funny to me because most people either they don't know what they're doing, they're not aware, they don't have any self-awareness, or they do know and they think that they're getting to me when they do certain things. But it's like, You think because I'm black, I don't know psychology, I don't know philosophy, I don't have life experiences, I don't know human nature, I don't know the nature of men and women. Come on. Anyway, so we're going down the elevator and he's with some girl and he starts spouting off about America. How do you come to Thailand and still eat American food? That's just stupid. I mean, why would you even want to? He's just like going in on American food and Americans. He doesn't say it to me directly. He's saying it in the elevator, so I don't say anything because you're not worth my breath. But I did feel a way about it. I did. As much as I talk about America to other Americans, I did feel a way about this European saying that. But why? But why, Chloe? You say the same thing. Why can't this European guy say it? Because it's like a family. Let's say mama, daddy, brothers and sisters. It's like my family, right? My mama, my daddy, my brother, my sister. We are a unit, right? In our house, we talk, you know, about each other. We say things, you know, we get on each other, whatever. But that's us, right? As soon as somebody outside of the house starts talking about one of us, then we band together. We are a unit and we are against that person because why are you talking about somebody in our unit? Now the whole unit is coming for you. Same thing. I'm American. I know the problems we have and I can talk amongst other Americans about it. But as soon as someone else says something, oh, I have a problem with that. Maybe it's a little hypocritical. I don't know. Call it what you want. I think since leaving, I've developed a sense of pride. If I could control it, if I had a choice, I would always, always choose to be a Black American woman. Hands down. hands down. I'll leave that at that. I mean, you know, that doesn't need an explanation at all. That doesn't need an explanation at all. So yeah, I am going back to Bangkok tomorrow. I'm excited. For the people that have been with me since the beginning, oh, bless you, bless your hearts. I have been taking y'all on a ride, you know? My channel's been like a variety show. Like when I first started my channel, it was like, hey, I'm new in Bangkok and I'm exploring and I'm gonna take you on my explorations with me and I'm gonna show you this, I'm gonna show you that. I did some videos like that, right? And then the next era was my talking head videos. Okay, I've had time to digest Bangkok and digest this little part of Thailand that I've experienced, and now let me regurgitate this to you to help you out, right? So I had the I'm new and I'm exploring era, and then, okay, here's my talking heads, and here's me providing you with information that I wish that I had, right, before I came. So, going to Bangkok tomorrow. I still haven't packed a thing, but I just wanted to have like a little chit chat, you know, before I start packing. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and start packing my bags now. Maybe I'll listen to a little music, take you with me. Let's go. So it's been a couple days, but I'm back. I am back, and it feels, how can I explain this? I said I have a love-hate relationship, right? So there's just this energy that Bangkok has that, I don't know, it just draws me in. And it's so interesting that I initially left to get, a little bit of peace because I felt like all the city sounds and everything was just driving me crazy and all the people. But where I am right now, I'm here off of Expat, going to a cafe to do a little work. But where I am right now, even though it may sound loud to you, it's a lot, or it's not as loud as the place I was before. So it's kind of comforting, I guess you could say, to be back where I kind of am familiar with the place. Yeah, so this cafe, I love it because it's 24 hours. Come here anytime I want. Of course, if I'm relying on the BTS, I need to leave by a certain time to catch it, but I love this cafe. It's called Le Cafe Phoenix. Swadika. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna try the caramel macchiato, a grande, um, hot, of course.
Hot caramel macchiato, right?
Yes.
Yeah, size small.
Oh, grande or medium. Can you guys add like 2 extra pumps of caramel syrup in there?
Caramel syrup, less.
Extra, more. I'm also gonna try the honey and the caramel toast you guys have. Is it just toast with? Hi, I was asking about the toast. I see you guys have honey toast and caramel toast. Um, is it just?
Mix.
Can you?
One log, caramel toast half, honey half.
Yeah, honey and caramel, both of them. Yeah.
Ice cream, no ice cream. With cream on top. On the side.
On the side, yeah. Thank you. This was amazing. If you ever visit Le Cafe Phoenix, I highly recommend the caramel and honey toast. So, some days the growth hits me quietly, like right now, sitting in this cafe overlooking the Ekmai area of Bangkok. Bangkok is a city I once only knew from YouTube videos and late night Google searches once upon a time, and now I'm here. It's crazy how life shifts when you stop waiting for the perfect time and just choose yourself. Choose the journey, choose the unknown. Moving abroad wasn't about escaping anything per se for me. It was about expanding, about giving myself space to breathe, think, and rebuild parts of me I didn't even know needed rebuilding. Living here has taught me that peace isn't found, it's created in tiny daily decisions, in the way you structure your time, in the people you allow into your life, and in the risks you finally stop being afraid to take. Working from cafes like this still feels surreal sometimes. Not because it's glamorous or anything, but because it feels like alignment, like I'm finally living a life I used to only imagine. I'm proud of the version of me that took the first step, because that Chloe is the reason I get to sit here today with this view, living a life that feels like mine. Can I admit something to you? I love sugar. I love sugar. It's like my Achilles heel. And I know exactly why, but I just love it so much. Like I'm out today, and since I'm back in Bangkok, I'm like, ooh, let me go to Cold Stone and get what I love. This is my Cold Stone order, okay? It's the sweet cream ice cream. I kind of toggle between sweet cream and cake batter, but either one. I have sweet cream this time. And then I get it with like the graham cracker crumbles and yellow cake pieces with caramel drizzled on. Oh my God. If you haven't had it, you are missing out. But look, I had to sit down for a break, you know? I had to sit down for a break. All day I've been feeling like, I knew that was going to happen. So today, I was planning on making multiple appearances. I have something coming up, something new, something fresh for the channel. And so it required me to dip into my Realtor Chloe bag. I have my favorite work dress on. You know, I fully believe that like the way you dress, what you're wearing, it 100% feeds into how you feel. So of course I had to bring my favorite work dress to Thailand, to Bangkok. I knew what I came here for. But like, I had to come and print some marketing materials and do some other things. I have like my work bag with me. I have a bag where I brought some of some work things, like a keyboard and a mouse, things I needed to work. And then I have like all the things that I printed, and I'm like, and these bags are heavy. You know, I can't walk up into anybody's establishment like, hey, I like lugging bags on my shoulders and here, and like, hey, I want to work with you. No. So I gotta go and do it all over again tomorrow. Bring out Realtor Barbie tomorrow. Oh, I say that because if you didn't know, if you're new to the channel, I was a realtor in one of my previous lives. And you know, it's so crazy because I wanted to leave the industry so bad. You know, I wanted to start this new journey, but when I was getting ready this morning, you know, doing my makeup and my hair and putting my work dress on, this is the first time I've worn this dress since, you know, I guess days or maybe weeks before I left. And, you know, it's not that I didn't like being a realtor. I loved being a realtor. I loved helping people. You know, I loved using my skills and my gifts, utilizing my skills and my gifts to help people in the way that I knew how. And just the way that people would look at me when I would give them their keys is just, it's a feeling only a realtor knows, you know? And I loved it. Sometimes I do miss it. It's just, I'm on a different path now. It happens every time. I'm on like my 20th life. I've done so many things with my life so far. Every time I start a new chapter, every time I reinvent myself, there's always a grief period, a grieving period. There's always a grieving period because I'm not that Chloe anymore. I'm growing into a different Chloe. So what I do love about each chapter that I've lived, each life that I've lived, is I've been able to take bits and pieces from the other lives and apply them to the future. So it helps me, you know. A lot of the things that I've done gives me a great leg up in life, especially in business. So I brought out Realtor Chloe today for show, I guess, because I'm not gonna have these meetings today. I gotta do it tomorrow. But it's okay. It's okay because I really do like the aesthetic of Bangkok. So although I'm not like doing what I set out to do today, I'm still getting a chance to enjoy this city, you know? So it works. And look, I feel like, oh my God, I have not gone out for a night out, like an actual night out, like a let me get super cute night out. I have not done that. Oh my God. Wow. I have not been out since the last time you saw me out when I went to Raja Damnern. I've been working so much. It's so funny because I left the States because I'm like, oh, I work too much. I work too much. I need a break. And then I come here, and for the last few months, I've just been working. But it's good though because it's for me, not for someone else, and because I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know. And this little break I took from Bangkok, it was for me to kind of like lay the foundation that I needed for what I really came here to do. So, yeah. So I think I said earlier how I have like a love-hate relationship with Bangkok. Let me tell you, I love it because it's very easy to make a life here for an American because a lot of people speak English, a lot of the marketing and signs and everything is in English, you know. You still have to use Google Translate or translation apps or devices, but it isn't like, you know, every single thing you see is in a different language. There's a lot of other Westerners here, you know, there's a lot of things that are similar. So it makes it like, it's an easy transition, but in the same breath, there's just so like, and I knew this before I came. It's not like I just discovered this, but there is so much debauchery in Bangkok. I should say Thailand. So much debauchery. And I mean, there's people that come here specifically for the debauchery. And that's fine, that's their choice. But as you're like, you know, growing and trying to create a community, and, you know, it's like, okay, everybody has standards for the type of people that they want around them, right? I do. I definitely do. And, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm on like some moral high ground or anything because I'm a fully grown, self actualized woman. I have, listen, I am not claiming to be, I'm not claiming to be, I'm not claiming to be anybody's angel. I'll never say that. But I feel like at a certain point, when you get to a certain level of maturity in your mental, it's like you're entertained by certain things. Like you're still like on that level where you're entertained by debauchery. Like, wow. I'm not judging. You just won't be like in my circle, you know? I need people around me that are just wanting more from life. They see past, oh, look over here, look at this and do this. People that actually know like who they are, what they are. They're dominating in their fields. People that have a good grip on who they are and they're not like running from themselves with other people. You know, that's, I'm not even gonna get into that. Because smart women shouldn't be talking. Oh no. We shouldn't be doing that. We should just be shutting up and looking pretty. God, can I tell you something? Let me tell you something else. There are a lot of good looking people in Bangkok. Where I was before, eh. Where I took my little vacay, I left Bangkok, went to other place, to the beach, and came back. Where I was before, it's like, ooh, let me go back to Bangkok. My eyes need some candy, okay? In the midst of me being gone for 3 months, I was like, oh, okay. I had started a fitness journey last year and I dropped a good amount of weight. I mean, at my heaviest, I was like 180 pounds. And then when I got here, I was going to the gym every day. I was eating right. I got down to 139 pounds. Perfect weight for me. And then I put on 20 more pounds in those 3 months that I was gone. So, while I just finished my cold stone, so I got to get back on the road with my health journey. Working out and walking and lifting weights and doing my thing, getting my body, a little bit more toned up like I would used to be. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to one of my favorite cafes and kind of sit there and do a little bit of work. So, yeah.